Perhaps no historical figure has so inflamed passions and debates than Cleopatra VII. Destined to be the last of her dynasty, the Egyptian pharaoh used seduction and political cunning to advance ancient Egypt's interests in the face of Roman expansion. The lifestyle of the royal daughter Cleopatra was one of luxury and authority. At the age of 14, she experienced her first taste of power when she was appointed as her father's co-regent. Upon his return to the throne after 3 years in exile, albeit with restricted powers. In true pharaonic tradition, which aimed to keep the royal bloodline as pure as possible, Cleopatra married her younger brother and co-ruler, but it soon became clear that she had no intention of sharing power with him. So she made allies with the Roman Emperor Julius Caesar, who helped her take over the throne. She then invited him to join her on a voyage up the Nile, and when she subsequently gave birth to a son, she named the baby Caesarion, Little Caesar. This led to a scandal in Rome. First off, Egypt and its culture of indulgence were regarded as being filthy. Although he was married to Calpurnia and had 2 wives before her, Caesar had no kids, and he had recently elevated himself to the position of the most powerful man in Rome. Elite Romans were meant to share power, but Caesar seemed to want to be supreme, like a monarch. The idea of Caesarion, an Egyptian, may someday assert his right to rule Rome as Caesar's successor, made him even more painful. And soon, he was assassinated. Caesar was dead, but Cleopatra's relationship with Rome was far from over. In an effort to maintain the Egyptian-Roman alliance, Roman commander Mark Antony, who had come to power as one of Rome's 3 joint leaders, or triumvirs, sought a meeting with Cleopatra. Eager to maintain Egypt's close relationship with Rome, Cleopatra married him. However, Antony's infatuation with Cleopatra and the rumored excesses of their life in the Egyptian capital were the cause of both of their deaths. The Roman emperor entered an open war with his fellow triumvirs and his own people because they disapproved of Egypt's alleged meddling in Roman affairs. The Egyptian queen knew that Antony's forces were doomed to suffer a loss during a fight in 30 BC. She then locked herself in a royal tomb and told Antony that she was going to kill herself. In response, Antony stabbed himself, eventually dying in her arms. Cleopatra attempted to negotiate with Octavian, her lover's former co-ruler, but when she realized he intended to take her captive and parade her naked body in the streets as a prize, she again barricaded herself in her tomb with some servants and killed herself, likely with poison. The rule of her dynasty was over, and Egypt was taken over by Rome.